All right, what's good, y'all? It's your man's Trade Life with B Phil back again with a trade review for the day of 9/30/22. All right, what it do? Let's check it out. So, what did we get into today? Oh man, you all are gonna love this, right? You're gonna love this. This is gonna be the ultimate teaching moment in trade history. Now, you may see a lot of things on here, right? Yeah, there's a lot on here. So, trade review. So let's go ahead and look at what I was doing today. So let's start here. Beginning of the day. Okay, great. First step, I see. I did my breakdown. And I was like, okay, well, we're probably going to be short to run these lows down here. Fine. What happens? Okay, so I see it start to come up, and impatiently, well, actually, what happened was it had this massive drop off right here on the left hand side. It came up aggressively, came back up. Didn't quite tap into where I wanted it to tap in for a supply zone, but in Brandon fashion, I found a way to make this an MB1, and I found a way to make this a sell stop, right? Because it's waiting for it to pull back right here, right? And so, as you can see on the chart, this actually was an L. Okay, great, fine, I was wrong. Good day. But it wasn't a good day. Instead of me taking my one trade and leaving the charts, what I did was I was like, you know what? I was only shooting for a 1-to-1. Oh my gosh, I need to go ahead and reclaim that back. It looks like it's probably going to go higher. Let me take a long. So, what did I ignorantly do? I saw right here, it broke. I call this MB1, right? Broke this structure. Boom. What happens? Pulls back. MB2, buy stop, right? So it starts to pull back here. I'm like, all right, that's going to be MB2. Buy stop. Boom. Take it. Another loss. This one was for a 0.50 though, which is half of my risk that I usually put on any particular trade. I usually put 0.25 on a trade, 0.25% of my total account. But today I was like, all right, on the second one, I put 0.50 so I can regain this back. And now what do we call this? We call this revenge trading. So I still wasn't satisfied. And so I took two losses in a row. Now that's 0.75% risk lost. Now I'm thinking, well, it's going back down. So what do I do? Well, I see it break down. I see it break this MB1. I see a slight what I think is a pullback, right here. So this little white candle, it actually um, tagged me in, and it slipped like as per usual, right? So it slipped a few points, and so I actually ended up securing a win here, and this was with 0.50% risk, but I closed it early, and so I didn't actually close it here at a 1-to-1. I closed it somewhere around here, but we see. Watch, let's let it play out, or let's not because it's gonna take forever. And okay, so let's go here. So as you can see, it did end up running that 1-to-1, but I closed it out early, and so I still, for whatever reason, I wasn't satisfied, and so I took another trade, which was a loss, and I took another trade, which was a loss. And so, what's the moral of the story, y'all? The moral of this story is stick to your rules, and that is paramount when it's trading. This is just one day. I've been being able to be consistent with 1 to 2 trades for almost 3 weeks, and just like that, that consistency is thrown out the window because just a little bit of revenge trading and letting some of this new strategy and changing too many things at once get to me. And that might be another teaching point here is that don't change too many things at once. Change one thing at a time and just stick with that one change. If you're going to change to say, hey, I want to change my risk, cool. Keep that risk. When you take a loss, take the loss, right? It's 1-to-1 now. So yeah, you might feel a little bit different because it's not a 1 to 3, and now every trade won or every trade is equal to a trade won. So now if you lose one, win one, lose one, win one, you're break even. So that means you have to have a winning streak or not a losing streak. So it definitely deals, it messes with your mind differently. And this is another teaching point. The psychology of all of this is really the most important. Being able to consistently trade a plan over and over, day in and day out, over and over. And so, yeah, you can see it was very sporadic, and I ended up losing more than I should have today. But hey, you know, you learn and you get back into the swing of things, and you learn from the mistakes and you improve upon them on the next go around. So, with that being said, that those are all the trades that I took today. And basically, that's pretty much it. Everything else I didn't take. So looks like Euro did end up coming close, but it didn't tap in. So I would never been looking at it. It looks like this zone right here started to reject off of it, but again, I wasn't looking at it. Let's go to gold and see what happened there. So gold, it actually ended up tearing straight through, making a higher high, and then breaking that structure to a lower low. So now I think we're looking for a lower high and a lower low to come back down. Maybe we might just come down aggressively because we still do have technically this liquidity to run here. See these two lines? We can say that's liquidity, and so be able to take people out of the market and get the market going in a certain direction. So, anyways, this one's going to be rather short. Take that teaching moment. If you have any comments, let me know. Leave them in the comment section. Hit the like button if you feel so ever inclined, or hit dislike if you didn't like it at all. Right? We want honest and fair feedback so we can improve, and that's the most important part. Is improving ourselves as well as the groups that we associate with, because that ultimately makes the world a better place if we're all better people. So, that being said, hit that subscribe button if you want more content like this from your boy, B Phil. And with that being said, y'all have a wonderful night and a great weekend. Take some time, chill out, hang out, chillax, learn something new. If you have family and friends, go spend it with them. If you don't, well, then spend time loving yourself. So, anyways, you have a wonderful night. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.